Hello, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're doing well. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is what you don't see coming for the week of January 18th, 2026. This is a collective general reading. It is not individualized nor personalized to you. Messages may come through today that don't fully resonate, so just take what fits, how it fits, leave what doesn't, and be sure to check out your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. If you don't know what they are, in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Also, in that description box is information on how you can become a time traveler. With all of that said, let's begin. Tapping into the Sagittarius collective now for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What does Sagittarius not see coming for the week of January 18th, 2026? What do they not see coming this week? One more shuffle. Thank you. Yes, for the week of January 18th, you have wants you back, and at the bottom of the deck, you have karmic. Can't fully trust them, tension, secret competition. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Okay, tell me more about this here for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What do they need to know about wants you back? For the week of January 18th, 2026. One more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the Page of Swords. We have the Lovers. We have the Nine of Pentacles, and we have the Emperor. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Moon, we have Justice, and we have Temperance. If you've never seen this style of reading before that I do, this is typically the energy of the person I read for. So in this respect, this is your energy this week, and this is the energy of the situation, environment, or connection that you're dealing with. And I'm going to say connection because we are talking about someone that wants you back. So this could be your boss, your friend, your family member, could be your neighbor. Someone maybe wants you back at the negotiating table if you have anything legal going on with the Justice card. So let's look at your energy first, and then we'll look at theirs and see what they want with you this week. Page of Swords. Why is the Page of Swords in the energy here for the Sagittarius collective? Why is the Page of Swords here? One more shuffle. Thank you. Page of Swords is clarified by the Phoenix, the Celestial Weaver, and the Five of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Swords. Okay. Lovers. There's a choice here on the table for you. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Lovers is clarified by the Death card, the Chariot, and the Sun, and the Nine of Pentacles. Why is the Nine of Pentacles here in their energy? One more shuffle. Thank you. The Nine of Pentacles is clarified by the Five of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, and the Nine of Swords, and the Emperor. Why is the Emperor here? One more shuffle here. Okay, this wants to show itself, so I'm going to take it. The Emperor is clarified by the Ten of Cups, the High Priestess, and the Queen of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have Page of Wands. Wow, you're really bossing up. I don't know what you've gone through here. There appears here to have been some type of conflict or argument or discord. I'm not really seeing separation here, but it could be for some of you. Remember, it's a collective general reading. But I see you this week really bossing up and trying to recover and trying to move on from something that hit you pretty hard. Now, for some of you, this was a financial loss. For others of you, it was an emotional loss. I just see you working really hard this week. You're showing up here in Emperor or Empress status. And with that Page of Swords, it's like you're trying to find a way to rebuild yourself, rebuild your life, rebuild your finances after something chaotic here occurred in that Five of Swords energy. It appears here that while you are in the process of rebuilding yourself, again, spiritually, mentally, physically, financially, etc., you are receiving communication here from someone, most likely the individual you've had this Five of Swords, Five of Pentacles issue here with, because I see you here being like, a single or independent, okay, of that connection. So maybe there was a break or some kind of separation between you and this person, but that eight of Wands to the Nine of Swords, it's like you've been taking care of you since whatever occurred here between you and this person, and you're trying to like rebuild yourself, and here comes incoming conversation. When the incoming conversation comes in, it seems to throw you off a bit, because you'll need to make a choice here about whether or not you want to continue pursuing this connection in terms of a reconnection, or whether or not you want to end it once and for all. The choice will be yours. You have Death, the Chariot, and the Sun card. Do we move towards rebirthing and healing this connection, or do I just let this connection end or leave it where it's at or bring it to a final conclusion and then move on and try to find happiness elsewhere? So yeah, you seem to be having the need here this week. One, I see you guarding your happiness, rebuilding your happiness, but then when this incoming, I guess I could call it, conversation occurs from this person, then you seem to get a little defensive or protective of your happiness. So I don't have timing here. I don't know how long ago this argument or disagreement or separation occurred between you and this person, but I see you rebuilding yourself since then. And so, yeah, when you receive this communication from them, because they're looking to heal the connection or trying to right some wrong that they did, it does rock you a little bit. I'm not going to lie. There seems to be, you're receiving some kind of communication. It could be a letter, a text message. It could be an email. Okay, let's see what do they want, okay? So we have the, this is happening in the energy of the new moon in Capricorn, which is taking place on the 18th, which is at the start of this week. So you could expect this energy of that new moon. That's not going to be a really potent new moon. So we're looking at possibly the 17th, 18th, 19th, maybe the 20th if we want to stretch it to then. So it's definitely within that window. Tell me more about this person. So far we have Cancer, we have Libra, and we have Sagittarius here on the table. Clarify that Justice card. Clarify that Justice card. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Justice is being clarified by the Two of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, and the Hangman, bottom of the deck, King of Cups. So it's almost like they have penned this communication to you. Again, a text message, a letter, an email, something like that. And then they send it to you because they've been at this Y point for a little bit. Like, do I say something? Do I not say something? Do I reach out? And then they do decide to reach out. And then in that Hangman energy, it's like now they're just waiting. They're waiting to see if you respond, how you respond, what your response, will be. Moon card. Tell me about that Moon card. Aside from it being a timing card, what else do we need to know about the Moon card? One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Moon is being clarified by the Hermit. So there's been a period of silence between you and this person. Then we have the King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, and then we have the Two of Pentacles. So it's almost like there's a break in that communication. So yeah, I feel like you were talking to this person, you pulled back energetically. Maybe you closed off communication or you just reduced communication. But it's like out of silence or out of stagnation or not really hearing anything from this person, it's suddenly like they're now breaking the silence. They're choosing to contact you. They're choosing to say something to you. And their purpose here is trying to right a wrong. Tell me a little bit more about that Page of Pentacles. Tell me a little bit more about this Page of Pentacles. What are they offering Sagittarius here? One more shuffle. Thank you. The Page of Pentacles is being clarified by the Six of Cups, the Eight of Cups, and the Hierophant. Bottom of the deck, Four of Swords. This is someone who's trying to restabilize or reground the connection with you. I get the feeling here that this is someone, we're clarifying the card wants you back. And this is someone who this week, they want you back. They are looking to restabilize the connection. They don't want you going anywhere, right? The Hierophant is fixed Taurus energy. So this is someone who's trying to pull you back in before you get too far from them in that Eight of Cups energy. Four of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and the Five of Wands to the Two of Cups. I would expect an apology or some form of sincere gesture from this individual. Kind of like breaking the silence here with you. All right. I don't want to pull any more cards because we only have about half the deck here. So I do want to see if there's anything that you need to be concerned about, and then we'll pull you some advice cards. But so far it looks good. I mean, if you're looking for reconciliation with this friend, this family member, like I said, this neighbor, this lover, whomever this individual is to you, I do think it's someone you can trust, and I'm only saying that because we have the can't trust card here. So I don't know if you 100% trust this person. That card might not, might not apply to all of you. But what does apply to all of you, or to the majority of the collective, is that you do have someone here that you kind of went on the outs with, or they went out, they're on the outs with you, but they do want you back. Anything else Sagittarius needs to know about this person's motives? Anything else they need to know about this person's motives? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Anything else you need to know about their motives? The Six of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, and the Ten of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have Two of Swords, we have Page of Wands, and we have the Four of Wands. I really think like this is someone who's trying to give you something in the hopes that the two of you can overcome whatever ending has occurred here, or betrayal. Anything else about what they're giving Sagittarius? I'm almost at Scorpio, so maybe for some of you, you're dealing with a Scorpio. Anything else about what they're giving Sagittarius? One more shuffle. Thank you. That Six of Pentacles is clarified again. The Moon, Justice, and the Three of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Nine of Cups. I would expect some some apology here, an explanation, or this could even just be a very nice gesture. But again, this is someone who's looking to heal a connection with you, make up for something that they did or you did, or something that just transpired here in the connection. Their overall wish or desire here is to have victory. I don't see anything negative in this person's energy. I have to be honest with you, but it's a collective general reading, so you're going to have to use your discernment here. But I'm asking what they want to give you, and it looks like what they want to give you is some type of justice, making something right after hurting you in some way. Again, use your discernment, especially with that karmic card. Okay, let's get you 3 cards of advice, my love, and then we will close out your reading. Can we get advice here for Sagittarius? Can we get advice here for Sagittarius? So I would expect an apology from someone, possibly even a gift, or like I said, some kind of kind gesture. Let's get one more shuffle here. Thank you. Your advice, my dear, that darn moon. The moon, the 10 of swords to the 10 of swords, and the 9 of pentacles. Bottom of the deck, 9 of cups. As advice, 9 of cups, king of wands, and the star card. Obviously, it's your choice, right? If you want to reconnect with this person, if you want to forgive this person. But there is something here about you, whether you decide to connect or reconnect with them or not. There's something here about you not allowing this person to disturb your peace. And that was what I was picking up in the beginning. Like it's taken you quite some time to try to rebalance yourself, recalibrate yourself, recover from whatever transpired here between you and this person. So when they come in, you might have some doubts, fears, and anxieties about what happened. Why are they returning? You know, what's their ulterior motive? And that's okay. You get to choose if you want to heal this connection. But your advice here seems to be, if you feel that reuniting with this person would re-injure you, or threaten your peace, or threaten your sovereignty, or affect your happiness in any way, I mean, then your answer here is no. If you think that this would be a healing connection for you, and that the two of you have the ability to get on the same page, then yeah, you certainly could take the inspired action here to heal this connection. Queen of Cups, the 8 of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. Yeah, you absolutely have the ability here to heal this connection again, if you choose to do that. But there's something here about you not losing yourself in this connection. And I don't know if that's what happened to you beforehand. I mean, the 9 of Pentacles is the second decan of Virgo. Virgo can be a very healing energy. We see that in tarot as Virgo in the major arcana portion is represented by the Hermit. So yeah, if you go within and you decide that I do want to heal this connection after what transpired here, and even though I have some doubts, fears, and insecurities, I do want to move forward to heal the connection. Just make sure you don't lose yourself in the connection, because I think for some of you, that's what you did. I think you wrapped up your identity or your happiness in this person. And I think your advice here is just remember to retain your happiness and retain your independence here. You can be in a connection with someone, even if it's a lover, but it doesn't mean that they should be, or that they need to be the full source of your happiness. There's something here about you also being able to create that and maintain that on your own, and make sure that this person will add to that happiness, not subtract or detract from it. That is what I have for you, my dear. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.